We have some special guests here on the couch.
Well, first of all, let me introduce our guest. We have Jim Burleson, and he is the creator of the Albuquerque Comic-Con. And if you haven't heard of this yet, I don't know where you've been. We're just talking about how fun it is and how exciting it is. So, Jim, thank you for being here this morning.
No problem.
And
no problem.
Thank you for bringing a guest here.
Well, you know, with
one and only.
With the comic book conventions, we really do attract a lot of villains. Yeah. So if I hire private security, and I was able to secure Batman for the day.
Yeah.
Robin's watching the cave, so it's
everything's cool.
Everything's cool.
Everything's cool.
I feel safer already that he's on the show.
I know, we really need our own, superhero to just hang out with us.
I like that Batman has our back.
Yeah.
Right.
Today.
Always.
That's good to know. Well, Jim, Comic-Con 2014, when's it happening?
You know what? It is the 10th, 11th, and 12th of January. Our slogan is, if it's January, it's Albuquerque Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So nobody can confuse it with, the State Fair or something like that.
Yeah.
So
good time of year.
It's a great time of year. It's a great time nationally, as a matter of fact. The reason that we're able to secure so many A-list guests is because nobody's doing shows this time of year.
Yeah.
Throughout the convention circuit. Allows us to get some really big guests, like Adam Baldwin from Firefly and Serenity. We just landed him last night, so
that's amazing.
I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah.
Wow. Really how big a show is this?
It is as big as the fire marshal will let it be.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
We give free tickets to police, military, and firefighters. We understand their sacrifices, the things that they're willing to put their lives on the line for. So it's the least we can do. And so we get a lot of fire department presence, and it kind of keeps us on our toes.
Mm-hmm. And where is it going to be this year?
This year's the first year. It's our fourth year being in business. We are going to be. It's our first year at the Hotel Albuquerque Old Town.
Oh.
It's we actually pursued them the second year, but they always had an event in January at the same time. They were so willing to work within our boundaries, within our budget, within the things that we needed to accomplish. They were so accommodating. We're loving the fact that they're local, it's the layout is ideal for everything we're trying to do.
Good.
So it's going to be great.
Good. And it's okay to dress up to these events too, right? And I have dressed up before.
Have
you?
We actually encourage people to dress up. It is part of the feel. I mean, if you feel like I've never dressed up because I'm always too busy working to do anything so cool as to dress up. But it really does just add to the atmosphere. People come to these shows just to see the people in costumes.
Yeah.
So it's pretty brilliant.
This is the ultimate people watching event.
Oh yeah.
To see what they're wearing. All right, so I've never been to a Comic-Con, but I know people dress up. What do I do there?
All right, well, when you show up, you're going to see a long line. We're a well-oiled machine now, though, so that long line is going to go almost instantly. You're going to get your ticket, and you're going to walk in, and you're going to be surrounded by artists from all over the country, including some guys that are right here in Albuquerque that are successful in the comic book business, people that do comic books, covers, trading cards, things like that. So as you walk through that artist alley, you're going to get to hang out with everyone who's created every superhero you've ever wanted to know.
Wow.
Then when you walk into the dealer room, you're going to see about 100 different vendors from across the country. People selling vintage toys, comic books, just all kinds of really neat costumes, T-shirts, whatever you can think of. People selling their artwork, tattoos. It's awesome. And then you get to go and hang out. You have direct access to movie stars that you never thought you would meet. I have to be really careful, though. You know how you have the 5 names list on your husband-wife team? So I always try to be careful that I don't book anybody on my wife's list. And a couple of times we've run into some problems, but it's worked out.
Yeah.
I could have my picture taken with Batman, for example.
You could absolutely have your picture taken with Batman. Batman and the Justice League's going to be there. They work with Make-A-Wish.
Good.
Every year we grab a new kid locally that's facing some cancer.
Beautiful.
And we raise money for them, send their family to Disneyland, things like that. So
a lot of good things. Yep.
Awesome.
This is great. Dates again.
It's the 10th, 11th, and 12th. So it's this coming weekend. We're really excited about it. We actually have a Corey Feldman concert. Do you remember the movie Lost Boys?
Yeah.
The soundtrack everyone listened to for like You know, 20 years. We still listen. We still listen to it. G. Tom Mack, nobody realizes this. G. Tom Mack, who wrote that song "Cry Little Sister."
Yeah.
He works for all the big TV shows. He does the soundtrack for Arrow. He did Gossip Girls. He has, you know, his best friends are like Jerry Bruckheimer and Harrison Ford. He's coming out here to perform that song with the Lost Boys, and Corey Feldman's coming out to play with him.
Oh my gosh, Corey Feldman?
Get out of here.
Corey Feldman, so
And
Goonies.
Batman and everybody in the same room. I can't believe it.
How do we get tickets?
Tickets are at albuquerquecomiccon.com. If you want to go to the concert, it's Thursday night at Route 66 Casino, and you can get tickets at the door.